Well, good evening, my beloved Beyond the Call of Duty friends and family, and good evening to all my beloved EOW family. It's another Friday night, March 7th. Boy, the months are flying right now. And it's again 7 o'clock Washington time and different times around the world. So if you're tuning in, thank you so much as always. Thank you. Thank you. Please follow, share, like us, click on us, share us. More importantly, like us. Got quite a bit to cover today. I'm going to start off with our just beautiful recognizing on an important person that paid the ultimate sacrifice and gave her life for the community, for the state, for her department, and for people in general. So this is of police officer Felicia D. Riley, and she's with the St. Paul Police Department, Minnesota. Her end of watch is Saturday, March 1st of this year. She succumbed to injuries after responding to a 911 hang-up call on Birmingham Street in St. Paul on March 24th, 2010. When Officer Riley arrived at the home, she was invited inside. She was notified of the elderly couple's son who was threatening them. As Officer Riley approached the subject, he began to attack her. She used her taser to subdue him, but he kept swinging, punching her in the face. Despite being tased, the man punched her again. She fell to the floor, where he proceeded to kick her in the head multiple times. Officer Riley stood up, attempted to subdue the subject, chasing him outside the home. Responding officers helped Officer Riley restrain the subject. She was transported to the hospital for her injuries, where she was diagnosed with traumatic brain injury. Throughout the years, she suffered from permanent double vision, migraine, uh, and her cognitive functions have been decreasing, forcing her to retire. She passed away on March 1st from her injuries. The subject was found guilty of assault, sentenced to 8.5 years in prison. He is unable to be charged with her murder due to the double jeopardy cause. Officer Riley had served with the St. Paul Police Department for 17 years. She's survived by her husband, three sons, two daughters, two sisters, and grandchildren. Our hearts and prayers are out to her family, her loved ones, her children, her husband, to the department. Absolutely great loss to the family. Please, please, please remind yourselves that you are amazing, that you had an amazing individual that was the shepherd protecting the flock. And due to the strength of the family, she was able to do that. So remind yourselves of that. So our hearts and prayers go out to the family and the department again. I want to take a quick second and just recognize um, somebody that I met a few years ago, and very interesting individual, and just an absolute amazing individual. I got a call and was introduced to a gentleman by the name of Robert Bob Stye. He was interested in getting into private investigation work and doing some other things, and we connected. He wanted to know about how I got my PI licenses and what I did. So I want to really throw out and talk about him. Uh, this is Robert Bob Stye. He's actually related to me through my wife, but as I said, I didn't really know him until about 7 years ago or so. Um, Beloved husband, grandfather. He passed away just on February 6th. He was born in Spokane in 1955. He attended a school in Spokane, graduating from Ferris High School in 73. He went to college at University of Washington, where he joined the Lambda Chi fraternity. While in college, he worked full time for the FBI to pay off his college tuition. During his last 2 years of college, he was an intern with the King County Juvenile Department. He graduated from UW in March of '77 with a degree in society and justice. Uh, he moved to Salem in 1977, worked for the Marion County Juvenile Court probation as a probation officer. In '82, he decided to give law enforcement a shot, and he spent his first 3 years at Staten Police Department. He transferred to Kaiser Police Department in 1985, where he worked as a school resource officer. He also was a patrol officer and a detective. In 1990, Bob went to work for the Marion County Sheriff's Office, where he worked his way through the ranks, retiring as a lieutenant in 2011. He went on to provide investigative background services to the county in his retirement. And that's pretty much how I met him. Is he was really wanting to get into future investigations. He's really remembered for a life of service that he gave back. He generously volunteered for the Boy Scouts of America, Family Promise, and the Presbyterian Disaster Assistance. He was a member of the Exchange Club and Rotary. And at home, he was famous for his do-it-yourself projects and woodworking. He was an avid golfer. Most importantly, he was a loving husband, strong father, and a fun papa. While working for probation in the Statham Canyon area, Bob met his wife, Karen, a teacher at Gates Elementary School. Bob is survived by his wife for 46 years, their children, Brant, Jacob, Matthew, and six grandchildren. He's survived by many, many nieces and nephews. And I just wanted to mention him, just an amazing, amazing man. My conversations with him were powerful. Just absolute a pleasure to have met him, and a pleasure to have had him just in the brief time I got to know him. So hearts and prayers are out to his family and to his wife and to his children and grandchildren and all the friends and family out there. So please keep him, everyone, please keep him in thoughts and prayers. And again, if only we could live our lives vicariously through his shoes and do the right things that he did. So got some thank yous. I want to thank our sponsors. Obviously, our diamond sponsor, Phoenix Protected Corporation, based out of Spokane, operating in the greater Northwest area, Anchorage, Alaska, Fairbanks, Auburn, Washington, Vancouver, Washington, Yakima, Washington, Tri-Cities, Washington, Spokane, Washington, Montana is Missoula, and then in some parts of Idaho. So you need some great security services. Please don't hesitate. Reach out to them. If you want some good employment, please don't hesitate. Reach out to them. I want to thank Yokes for their great commitment and service to Beyond the Call of Duty and continued support and amazing fresh food. Oh my God. For Christmas, we got our roast from them and it was amazing. And even throughout the year, as we do different events, we're always getting stuff. Valentine's, I got a bunch of flowers from them and they're absolutely amazing. So if you get a chance, please thank them and get out and support them. I want to thank Bud Clary Toyota. I want to thank Jewelry Design Center for their continued support. I want to thank Alliant for their sponsorship and support. So I want to thank Heritage Funeral and Cremation for their continued support and sponsorship. Just amazing. And what they do, they're doing another fundraiser and a 5K for us, and just cannot thank them enough. ADI Graphics, based out of Yakima, Washington. Greg, sole proprietor, does all of our graphics for our memorials and vehicles and donates so much. He donates all his time and just has us pay for his material, and we cannot thank him enough. Remember, for those of you that don't know what we do, we go around the United States and visit all the departments that had a loss. We are putting our 2024 officers, fallen officers, on our memorial this year. In fact, in March this month. And then we'll put our 2025 officers, and we will be going around the nation in 2026. to all the departments. Make sure you stay and watch that. We have a lot of merchandise. You can go online, purchase merchandise, and yeah. I'm going to do a happy birthday shout out to Jennifer. Happy birthday, and thank you for all your support for us. Cannot forget our friends at Lone Wolf Harley for their continued support of the donation of the motorcycle that we give away while we're on the ride, and all of the help, the service, the fantastic service that they do for all of our bikes, and the help that they do with maintaining and keeping our vehicles going. If you need a good salesperson to take care of you, ask for Mike B, and he will take care of you. He's our Beyond the Call of Duty, B as in Beyond the Call of Duty, and he'll take care of you at Lone Wolf Harley. If you're around the nation, don't sweat. Give him a call. Give us a shout. We'll give you his number, and he'll get you flown in and riding away on a beautiful motorcycle. That's what I'm saying. I want to throw this out real quick, if you don't mind. This is our golf tournament sponsorship. The tournament sponsor is sold out. It's done. So we have a beverage sponsor available. We have the business hole sponsors and the fallen hole sponsor. We have sponsor officers as well. So please reach out. Get me somebody to do the food and beverage sponsor. Recommend somebody. It's coming up in May, and would love to have all of this done and over before May. So reach out to your loved ones, friends, stores, businesses, whatever. And if you'd like to donate stuff for the silent auction, please do so as well. You can underwrite golf carts, 1,500 for all or 100 for one. This coming next week, March 14th to 16th, is the Inland Northwest Motorcycle Show and Sale. We are going to be next to our beautiful sponsor, Lone Wolf. We're going to have the memorial there. Come check it out. We're going to have some swag. Put this out for everybody in the Northwest. Make a trip. Come down. Visit the motorcycle show. Spend the weekend in Spokane. Make it a date weekend. Bring your family. Do some fun stuff. Check out the motorcycle show. It is amazing. It's at the Spokane Fairgrounds, March 14th through the 16th. Come out and check it out. There you go. Northwest Classic Swap Meet is also going to be there. So there's your flyer. There's your poster. So Poker Run, Biker Bar, just amazing. So please come out. And I'll try and do another shout out again, but come out if you can. Please don't forget, give back while you shop. Fred Meyer's reward program doesn't cost you anything. Go on to fredmeyers.com. Find us, which is Beyond the Call of Duty. Sign up, and every time you spend $1, 20% of every purchase will go to us, and we get it donated to us. So please, doesn't cost you anything, and we get donations while you shop. And this is any Kroger family. So you go to the Kroger family, Smiths, etc., 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 and find us, and whatever you spend will be given back to us as well in 20%. So there you go. Let's take a moment, and we'll do our past history, and then we'll go to our comments for the night. So. That last one, oh my God, March 13th is coming up. And wow, I'll have to call Eddie directly on that one. So my heart goes out to him. Let's go. Matt Owen says, thank you for all you do, Matt. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for sharing us. Thank you for just even being on here. And thank you for what you're doing by just watching. Please pass our message on to everybody. Share us, like us, follow us. And if next year, for whatever reason, if you're anywhere near us, we'll have our map up. Please be part of whatever. And we'd love to see you in person. Richard, good evening to all EOW families and friends. Hope everyone had a good week. Miss you and love you all. We miss you and love you, and we hope you have a good weekend. And I will definitely follow up with you on some things later on. Eddie, our love goes out to you. We love you and we miss you. And I know next week's going to be a little rough. I forgot to wish Amy Modane. She went through a pretty decent surgery and it was a hit and miss. And she's one of our survivors. And Amy, we wish you well. We send love. We're glad that you got to go home, I believe, yesterday afternoon. And we wishing you speedy recovery. And our hearts and prayers are with you. So there you go. As I said, thank you again for those that are watching. Share us, like us, pass our message on. Please find us sponsors. We're always looking for sponsors. We're always looking for anyone that wants to donate items for charity, for our fundraisers, sponsor us. We've got the golf tournament going on, so please send people our way. If you're in the Northwest, come out to the bike show. Even if you're anywhere close to Spokane, a couple hundred miles away, spend the weekend, come out to the bike show, see us, buy some swag. 100% of the money goes towards keeping us on the road and the families and everything we do for the families and the scholarship programs. I'd like to try and double up this year and give out twice the scholarships if we could, and keep it going. And also the wellness program. You know, we did pretty well and helped some definitely needing families on the wellness program, and would like to keep that going as well. Thank you. Remember, if you're out and about this weekend, as the weather's turning everywhere, wonderful, no drinking and driving. Make sure your seatbelts are on. Click it. No texting and driving. Please keep those phones down. Wait till you get wherever you're getting. Just be blessed. If you run into any emergency responders, take a few seconds, thank them for the selfless work that they do. Make sure that they know that your heart's in the right place and that you are for them, and that they are the sheepdogs that protect us. And we thank them for giving up nights, weekends, holidays, and all that good stuff. So, to our families, for all of our EOW survivors, all the EOW survivors, just want to again remind you, you are the heroes that allowed beautiful heroes to reside amongst us and do the duty of a shepherd or a sheepdog. So thank you for being those heroes that allowed a hero to reside amongst us. God bless you all. Have a beautiful weekend, and I'll chat again next week or maybe sooner. So bye.